We've been known to share a hotel room from time to time.
And it's been different.
I'm Louis.
I'm Sarah.
And we're from
Southern Oregon. Let's talk about that.
Good Mythical Morning.
Today's episode is brought to you by and from Vidcon. I believe that is short for video conference.
And I believe that there are people here live watching us, living people.
Now, thank you for showing up to this live taping of Good Mythical Morning.
And thank you for showing up at home or wherever you're watching at your leisure. I mean, you could have come to Anaheim. You could have been a part of this. You could have bought a ticket. Maybe you'd feel a little more special, but you're still special.
I'm going to keep, just so these people who are watching at home don't feel left out, I'm going to keep one eye on them, and I'm going to keep one eye on the crowd.
You can actually do that, right?
Yeah, because I have a lazy eye. A lot of people, some people notice this in some pictures.
I think if I cross my eyes, I would see double them, but that doesn't accomplish anything. Oh, my goodness. Now, my understanding here at Vidcon is that you come and you see people like us talk in various stages, and then you sleep in a hotel room, which is adjacent to this facility. Am I right? It's not very complicated. And you sleep in rooms with other people,
yeah,
right?
Typically, how many, are we talking 4 people to a room? Okay.
She says 11.
I believe that's some sort of fire code violation.
Legally, you have to say 4. We thought it would be a good idea to tackle the topic of hotel coexistence, given that, not that we're staying at a hotel room here, we're just coming for the day. We got to get in and out. We got to keep them guessing.
Really?
We got to keep them guessing.
I just had to take care of my kids this weekend because my wife is gone.
And that too.
Not permanently, she's just gone for the weekend.
But let's talk about it. The dynamics in our own friendship of over the years having to share a hotel room.
We have shared a lot of hotel rooms.
Yes, we have.
And going back to, we went to camp together. That was like we shared a bunk bed, but we each had our own bunk.
It wasn't a hotel. It was like a canvasy tent.
I'm just trying to go back to the very beginning of it. And then maybe starting in college, we would go to different things and go on trips and that kind of thing. And we would share a hotel room. And most of the time, because everybody's like, well, Rhett and Link are best friends, they're probably going to want to share that bed if there's 4 guys in a room. And I guess we just always let it happen. It's like, why change it up?
Yeah, in college, there was a lot of that scenario, like you said, oh, there's 11 of us going on a trip, like snowboarding or something. How many hotel rooms do we need? 1 at most, It's like there's people sleeping under the bed, If you weave people on a bed, you can get a lot of them on there. My granddad, Papa, growing up, he said, whenever we reach the topic of beds, we're sleeping with people.
Every Wednesday.
Say, I slept with 8 of my brothers and sisters on a straw mattress growing up.
So did I.
And I spoke like this when I was 6 years old.
Anybody?
So that puts it in perspective.
Going 3 to a bed? Here at VidCon? 4 to a bed? Okay, good. That's good. That's good.
I've never done that. We're bordering on an awkward conversation.
Well,
here.
It's going to get more awkward as we continue.
Let's pull it back. So, with our travels, you save cost, and there's not the risk of, if you share a hotel room, of waking up the next morning and then missing something. You're having to text each other. It's just like, get out of bed. But we try to get in.
You're each other's alarm clock.
Right. So that's the benefit of it.
We're going to talk a little bit about our experience and the way that we have approached this whole thing that can be a little awkward. And maybe you'll learn something here at VidCon. Maybe you'll learn something the next time you share a hotel room with somebody. Now, the first thing, Link is, you may have noticed this, Link is a little particular about things.
Well, the first thing I'm particular about is when I go to the front desk, I'm like, okay, 2 things. Do we have 2 beds in the room, and is it non-smoking? And I'm amazed, first of all, at how many rooms you go into that are non-smoking, and then someone has just smoked the place up. It's like, I see it everywhere. And then you got to call. You got to go back down. That happens a lot.
That happened at the last place that we actually stayed. When we went in there, you immediately knew it was a non-smoking room, and They fixed it for us.
You mean
though.
knew that it had been
it was
smoked
a non,
upon?
yeah, it was a smoking, non-smoking room.
Right. But then we get in there, and I've instituted some protocols.
And the first thing I noticed is probably a decade ago. It's on some trip, and you were like, I kind of went over and I got the bed. You know, typically at the hotel you've got like the AC/heater that's right under the window, like a Comfort Inn, like one of those deals, you know. And then you've got this bed, and then you've got this bed. And I went towards the bed that was furthest away from the AC. And Link was like, I want that bed. I'm like, do you see a stain that I don't see on the other bed?
Yeah, like I got a black light out or something.
Yeah, right. And he's like, no, I don't. If I sleep near the heater/AC, I'll have a sore throat in the morning. And it was wintertime, and it was a heater.
Well, yeah, you don't.
He was like, I don't like to have the breeze on me during the evening. I want to be as far away as possible from the breeze. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I just randomly picked this one. I'll go. And so every time we share a hotel room, I know where's the vent? Let me get close to it.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. You like to be close to the vent. You're like a dog who likes to stick his head out the window of a moving vehicle.
Well,
You're
that's also true.
Putting your face all up to the vent. I get dry throat, man. I don't like that. You know, I like for a room to be regulated temperature-wise, and for me to be in kind of a sweet spot of that. I don't want to be at the point where, okay, the room as a whole is 68 degrees, but the output point is like 78 degrees.
Yeah, you're not particular at all about anything.
It's like sleeping on a lava field or something.
It's fine. We've worked that out. Another thing we've worked out, okay, it'll be okay. There's only a few kids in here. It's not going to get that bad, actually. Another thing we've worked out.
And that's what that guy right there is for. He's going to go around and cover the kids' ears. The ear coverer.
There's no way to put this other than the fact that I like to take a shower at night. Link likes to take a shower in the morning. However,
you just got it backwards.
No, you like to take a shower at night. I like to take a shower in the morning. However, I like to take a dump at night, and you like to take a dump in the morning.
Well, hold on. Can you just call it number 2?
Number 2.
Don't just.
And the thing that
it implies force that I'm not comfortable with. I don't hear explosions or from the bathroom.
You may be asking yourself, why is this important to know?
Number 2.
Because trust me, you do not want to take a shower right after somebody has taken a number 2, especially after Link has taken a number 2. So we've got this system where he takes the shower at night, and then I go in and take the number 2. Now, it's a lot easier to coordinate a shower than it is a number 2. But I have learned to control myself. And then in the morning, we have to match it up.
You've just admitted to being potty trained.
Now, the thing that gets tricky is sometimes when the showering man, whoever that happens to be, is in there, and the guy who needs to be the number 2, I just want to say dumping man, really. They both can happen at the same time. It is physically possible, but you need to keep the curtain closed.
Right. So you give the warning. Hey, I'm coming in. I'm already in. I'm already down. Keep the curtain shut. It's happening. What was that explosion? Oh, this is so that's
we call that the hotel dance. It's like.
Yeah, there's many times where we're both going to the bathroom at the same time.
And I'm like, shower or dump? You know, I'm confirming that.
Well, if it's night. I mean, a little side note here. Showering at night is superior. Who's with me?
Okay, maybe at your own home, but in a hotel bed? You want to wash after you get out of a hotel bed. Have you watched 2020 where they talk about all the things they find on? It's nasty.
No, man.
It's like sleeping on the floor in a public restroom.
With your mouth open.
Yes. You got to shower after that. You don't shower before that.
Well, you've just created a big problem because now we're going to both be showering. You're going to have to take a dump.
We're locked in. We are locked into the system. The other thing that we have had to do on occasion is we've actually had to share a bed because sometimes you show up and you're like, you got 2 beds, and they're like,
yeah.
No, we got 1. And it's a king, and sometimes it's a queen.
Oh.
And we're not gonna go somewhere else. And so
I hate being the guy who's like, can you bring up a cot? And
I'm not sleeping on a cot.
Yeah, and I'm not sleeping on a cot.
So
You
we
should
both sleep in the bed. So but we have a different system because, like, at home, you know, my wife and I, we share a bed, like a normal married couple. And I'm relaxed, you know, I'm relaxed. I might wake up and be on the other side. I kick the covers. I'm mobile in the night, you know, having lucid dreams and things like that. But I have this system where when I'm sleeping in a bed with Link, I lock up. I don't know if you do this, but like I go to bed.
Isn't it sad?
I go to bed like a corpse. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, and my arms, my hands are still interlocked.
It looks like you've been in a medical capsule. Which, you know, I appreciate that. I respect that.
But
I thank you for that.
Link, on the other hand, usually I'll be ending a dream and all of a sudden I'll be like dreaming that I'm standing on the precipice of a garbage dump or something. I'm like, what is that smell? I wake up and Link's face is like, like he is just.
I didn't know we both were gonna do that.
That wasn't awkward at all. I have been repeatedly spooned by this man.
Well, listen, I sleep with reckless abandon. Put that on a t-shirt. You know, I'm sorry, I just don't have that switch. It's a gift. I can lay my head on a pillow and boom, I'm just in another world of reckless abandon.
Well, I watched a movie as a child.
Nothing personal.
A movie as a child where, I don't know, you know how this happened, but there was like an Amish situation.
I love those kind of movies.
I think that's
There's this new movie coming out.
The Amish
It has an Amish situation. Like, just wait for it.
Jason Bourne, the Amish situation.
What are you getting at?
Well, it was a boy and a girl in bed, but they had a board in between them. Like they had to share a room because of some family situation, and the Amish mother and father came in and put a board.
A vertical plank?
We need a board.
It's like we're gonna start carrying a board around the hotel rooms as we check in.
Those guys must be Amish. Sure.
Or EMTs.
Sure. Yeah. Right. We've got our.
I don't know.
Medical board.
What have we learned here today? Our lives are awkward.
Yeah.
Let's spin the wheel of mythicality.
Yes. It's so exciting. And I just can't hide it.
All right, here we go. A nice even-handed spin. You know, it doesn't need to take too long or too short. Thanks for showing up for this gathering. Thanks for watching at home and supporting the mythical beastliness that we call Good Mythical Morning. In the episode...
At the back of the room. What are the chances that the room is now 700 times larger than our studio?
All right. Give us a pen. Don't fall. Or do fall. That would be cool.